Roy Mosley says that America needs to lower the temperature when it comes to talking about critical race theory. He points out that many people were not happy with desegregating the military or civil rights legislation during those periods of time in American history. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Troy Mosley says everyone needs to know the schoolhouse definition of critical race theory.
That attempts to describe the difference in the lived experiences of white Americans and Black Americans based on public law and public policy.
Mosley says those differences include a number of things, such as education, healthcare, economic opportunity. He urges everyone to step back from the debate over critical race theory and hear what the other side has to say.
We need to listen with empathy and compassion and listen for understanding, not to listen for a comeback or a rebuttal, but honestly try and understand what someone with a different perspective is trying to get across, and have positive assumptions that, you know, at the end of the day, we all want to be seen and heard as individuals.
Mosley's new book, An Unwritten Truce, The Armed Forces and American Social Change, is the story of Black Americans' struggle for equality. He writes, quote, "Although America has come so far from slavery, we still have not tackled the deep-seated racial challenges that prevent us from making huge leaps forward, leaps that could transform not only how we view ourselves and others, but also how we treat one another." Mosley says today most Americans agree with President Truman's decision back in 1948 to desegregate the military, and believe that civil rights legislation that passed Congress in 1964 was good for the country, but notes many people were deeply against those decisions at the time.
We could see racism much better looking back in time than we can when it's right in front of us. That's where we still have difficulty.
Today, the hot button debate is over critical race theory and whether or not it should be taught in schools. What I hear most from the other side is the fact that I don't want my kid being taught that America is a racist country.
Right.
What do you say to that?
I say to that, we should be proud of the progress that we have made.
Mosley says America cannot be afraid to examine its history and how the past impacts the country today.
We shouldn't be complacent or comfortable with the progress that we've made. We should always have the courage to critically examine ourselves and ask the tough questions: how do we continue to get better?
Mosley says the Army has done a better job than society overall when it comes to dealing with race issues. He says millions of Americans were able to lift themselves up from oppression thanks to opportunities earned through their military service. In Greensboro, I'm Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.